Hi everyone. So I am still here. But I do have it on mute until someone requests for a paid reading. But I am here. And I do have a special for the weekend, and that is messages from your person for $8.88. 8 messages. Normally it would be like 5 messages for like 1088 or 1111, something like that. But you are getting 8 messages for 888, and the deck I'm using for that special is Twin Flame Messages by Intuitive Envisions 1111. If anybody is interested in that, that is a weekend special only. I don't know if I will be doing that um every weekend, but I do know that I am going to start off doing it this weekend. But yeah, and you can also get it outside of the stream. It'll be the same price, except outside of the stream, you'll get pictures of the cards. So, um, yeah. And normally, I would have I would be on a live where you can actually see me showing you the cards, but I don't feel like doing that today. So, yeah, if you want pictures, book outside of the live stream for this one. But yeah, and I do have other services available and prices in the description box below should that not be what you're looking for. So if you have specific questions, um, or you want more detailed readings and my interpretations, all of that's down there as well. So just make sure you check that out and read thoroughly before you make any payments. And my methods are only Cash App and PayPal. Hi, Shania. So I had it on mute. It'll take me a minute to take it off mute. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all if you do say something. But hello. Oops. I was not trying to do that. But how are you? I know I've been freaking hot all day, but um yeah. I have no idea how long I will be on here. Might not be very long because my head is hurting and I don't know why. I don't have a migraine, but I do have a headache for some reason. Let's see. But the show must go on. If I'm doing too bad, I would not be on here, y'all. So don't worry. I am okay enough to do readings. Plus, it kind of just started hurting when I set the live stream up. So we'll see. If it gets too bad, I will take, I guess, some ibuprofen. I really don't take a lot of medications. And the reason being is because if I'm on like even prescription medicine, if I'm on like a high dose of medication or anything, a lot of the times my liver enzymes, my numbers would be too high. That's been ever since I was on like steroids. I was on steroids for my legs some years back. I didn't injure it. I wasn't playing sports or anything like that. But one day it started like with a little bit of pain in my knee, and then the next morning I could barely walk. My leg was inflamed really badly, so I had to get on steroids and antibiotics, and those combined, especially the steroids alone causes like liver disease for a lot of people. I don't have liver disease, but when I was on those steroids and those antibiotics, before I can even finish the medication, I got like very sick, and it was the medication. So I did finish it, but I wasn't taking any more of it, like if they were to prescribe me any. And um yeah, that ever since then, if I'm on certain medications or like a high dosage of medication, my liver, even IVs and things like that, my liver numbers are abnormal. So I took it upon myself not to take medication unless I just really need it. Um, hey, yes. Yes, I do take Cash App. And where you been at? Because I didn't even recognize you at first, Pretty Intuitive Tarot. Um, yes, that was I had did videos about it years ago. Um, that was back in 2018, I think. Was it? Even though saying 2018, it really don't sound Don't sound that long ago, really. Was it 2018? Somewhere around there, 2017 ish, 2018 ish, somewhere around there. Woo. Yeah. Like even when I had like my gallbladder taken out in 2021, um, if I don't think I knew any. I knew pre-intuitive tarot then, but I don't think I knew you Shania at that time. But yeah, I never had like problems with my leg or anything like that. And I wasn't doing like any working out or anything that should have, made my leg do that. It's just something that randomly happened. So, um, I just put my common sense, using my common sense, and decided myself. The doctors didn't tell me that. I just decided myself that from that moment on, especially now since I have been told a couple of times, separate years apart, that my liver numbers are too high. Godly. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here because my freaking head. Oh, can y'all hear me? I just turned this fan back on. But okay. That's for the messages, I assume, because I do have the mini one question for 8882. I'm pretty sure you probably got the messages, um, but yeah, 2021, I was in the hospital because of my gallbladder. Eventually, that's what they found, and the IV medication. That's all that I was taking, and I think they gave me some for nausea. That was it, and even then, they were like, your liver numbers are not, you know, normal. Like they're either too high or they're just not normal. Okay, I got you. I'm shuffling for you. Um, it's been usually when I'm on medication. So other than that, I've never been told anything about my liver. So, but I still take precautions. I don't drink really. I wasn't really drinking then before then, but I definitely really don't drink now. And that's one reason why, because of course, if you have liver issues and you're drinking, you know what can happen when you do that. But but yeah, mine was completely caused by medicine that I was prescribed to take. Sadly, but I don't really have liver issues per se. But again, I have been told more than one occasion that my numbers were off. So, oh no, how do you feel? Well, the good thing, well, that's not necessarily a good thing, but the plus side is that the gallbladder is an accessory organ, so you really actually don't need your gallbladder. Um, but it's like it's like something extra that really we didn't need. Um, I really don't even know the point of a gallbladder if that's the case, but um, I had gallstones. Now, how? Because I told them that like at the time I was on like a strict diet that I put myself on. Um, like I wasn't eating like a whole lot of things, and they were wondering like if you're like on this diet, I'm not even sure how you would even have gallstones. So, but it happens. Sludge. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then my dad, he's been sick with cancer, but during cancer, they found gallbladder issues. So they almost took his out, but because he's a cancer patient at the moment, he can't have, it's best not to cut on cancer patients. So, and then he still ended up having to get cut on um, recently anyway, but not for his gallbladder. Uh, okay, so 8 messages. I'm gonna read them to you when I get them all pulled. How many is that? One, two, three, four, five, six. And if I don't stop talking, I'm gonna end up. Oops. Okay. Pain the shoulder. Okay. Hmm. Now with my gallbladder, all I had was I. The main symptom was I could not keep food down. Um. Yeah. I thought I had like the stomach virus at first, but the thing is, my stomach, from what I can recall, really didn't hurt. And that was another weird thing. They said it's kind of weird that you're not having pain. Because I mean, everything that I ate, I don't care if it was a popsicle, I don't care if it was a cup of juice, it came right back up. And when they gave me the IV, and this was 2021, when they gave me the IV, they were planning on sending me home because they thought, okay, that's probably going to work. You're dehydrated. Um, we're going to see how this works. They came in the room a little bit after like the IV was running. They gave me juice, jello, popsicles, and that made my sugar go up. I'm not diabetic or anything, but at the time my sugar was going up because all I was eating to try to keep something down was like a bunch of sweet stuff, like liquids and stuff like that. Um, and they gave me those. I tried some of it. It went down okay, but in a matter of a couple of minutes, it came right back up, and they were like, "Yep, we're admitting you. You're not going home." I was devastated because I do not like. I hate being in hospitals now. I really do. But been having, and that's another thing. I didn't have diarrhea either. I like they thought something else was wrong with me. They thought I was pregnant at first. They even went on to ask me, "Is it possible that I have HIV?" Because my liver was messing up at the time. Along with that, but again, I think that was the IV that did that to me. Because again, medications make me do that. And they tested me for everything under the sun. And finally, one day, they did an ultrasound on my stomach and they found gallstones. But anyway, let me get these messages and then we can finish talking about that. Because I'm getting sidetracked. Losing sleep over you. Your intuition is right. I miss you so much. It's painful to not be with you right now. I want to. Who is this? Speaking of, okay, that's my boyfriend texting me. Ugh, he irritating me right now. Oh my God. Okay. Losing sleep over you. Your intuition is right. I miss you so much. It's painful to not be with you right now. I want to reunite with you in my feelings right now. I love everything about you. I feel the highest high like a roller coaster when I'm with you. Let me know if you need me to repeat any of that. Yeah. After I got mine out, eventually I started noticing that um, I get full pretty fast now. And also, like, I do a lot of random bloating. Like, I will feel like I'm 2 or 3 months pregnant. I may not look like it essentially, but I feel like it. And I think I'm not completely sure, but I do think that is because I no longer have my gallbladder. Like, I bloat like more than the average female. Like, obviously, most of us bloat because our cycles and stuff like that. But um, I just get bloated for no apparent reason. But I think, well, not necessarily no reason, but I believe that it is from me not having my gallbladder. So yeah. Let me see what he said, because child, they, bro, I'm about to say your whole government name on here because I don't already. Don't be in a rush to get boyfriends and girlfriends, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, it can be beautiful, but it can be stressful too. So, but love him, but ooh, he be getting on my nerves, child. Burping. Yeah. I guess like if like you were to have like kidney issues or something, or like liver issues, I guess that your bladder or your gallbladder could like, yeah, I do have a Leo. Did I tell you that? I, and I know you're an Aquarius. My boyfriend's a Leo. I'm an Aquarius. Did I tell you that? I know I tell y'all all the time I'm an Aquarius, but I don't really be. Okay, love. That's all I'm gonna say because he is irritating me. And it no, because he tells me stuff at the last minute, and I. Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, I still have your messages pulled out if you need me to repeat them. Um, yeah. So, what do you actually think about Leos and Aquarius has being together? Because I hear different things, of course, and the thing that stood out to me the most is that Aquariuses and Leos together, they either love each other or they despise each other. And I could say that that is true because, well, I've never hated him necessarily, but we have gone through things in the past, like years ago. Um, and I would say that he had intense feelings at the time. Like, he was more so figuring himself out at that time. So, of course, when somebody's figuring themselves out, it's kind of, it takes a toll on your connection with the other person, with the person that you're with. And of course, they may not be treating you the best that they could be treating you at those times, and they're neglecting the connection. But, and we're good, by the way, now. But I'm saying, like, in the past, where I would just say, just know that at one point it came across like he did, hate me for whatever reason. Y'all, we've been through some stuff. But we are good now. Getting old. And we're like, we've been in a cupcake phase for like a couple years now. It's like we just started dating, even though we've been together for I don't know how long. I mean, I don't really, I don't know. But anyway, your messages now they may not be in the order that I had them in because I kind of mixed them up when I picked them back up. But um, losing sleep over you, your intuition is right. I miss you so much. I feel the highest high like a roller coaster when I'm with you. It's painful to not be with you right now. I love everything about you. I want to reunite with you in my feelings right now. Let me make sure that's 8. I did count them, but let me make double check, triple check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Yeah, that's 8. And like I said before, y'all, I'm not very keen on buying love message decks that have like a bunch of sugary sweet messages. Now, yes, this deck has a lot of them, but again, there are some in here. If I can find some, there are some in here that are not as sweet. Or really not even. There are some neutral messages in here, I would say. Ooh. Well, hmm. But yeah, these messages from your person, normally I would do 5 for like $10, um, or $10.88, um, or 5 for like 11.11, 6 for $12, things like that. So this is why this is a special because you're basically paying $1 per card. So normally you're getting less cards for a little bit more money. So this again is why it would be a special. So I don't know if people might, I don't know, people might not get that. So that's why I'm explaining that. But he thought his ego would keep him warm at night. And he probably thought that too. And look how far that gets people. Oh, and the deck I'm using for this is Twin Flame Messages, and it's by Intuitive Envisions 1111. Now I have created my own oracle decks, but I do like using others as well. And I don't know, I felt called to use this one. Yeah, sometimes you have to. Let's see. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Well, actually, yeah, it probably is a bad idea. I spoke too soon. To marry your ego. But then again, maybe it'll give them a chance to like reflect and to realize that they are not somebody. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to say that. Who is okay? Let me get this done before I get fired. Okay. Um, let's figure out. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I just couldn't articulate it well, but yeah. Because at first I was like, it's not a good idea. It is a good idea, But then I said no. And then I thought about it like you're saying now, he'll figure out like the type of person he is, and it's just hard to kind of face yourself in the mirror, like when you really, really dig deep down to get to the root of like issues that you have that you may not even know you have. So it'll be a hard pill to swallow for him, probably. Ultimatum, eh? Yeah, sometimes you got to. Okay, what is with this number 8? Um, if now, no, I'm not tripping. Oh, I think it's that extension cord because it looked like the power was about to go off for a minute, but it's just that outlet over there. Oh wow, a month. I saw somebody on Instagram. They gave their friend like a cake for like going 1 month without contacting. I don't know if it was like maybe an abusive situation or something. I'm not sure, but it says it says happy 1 month no contact or something. I saw it was another reader, I think, and I guess it was for her friend. Yeah. Now, if I sometimes I'd be wanting to not necessarily go a month per se, but like sometimes, but I'm in a whole relationship, so I can't do that unless I decide that I want to leave my partner and that's not something that I want to do. So it'll be kind of weird for us to go a month. That would be that would be weird. Because if we're going a month without communication, we're not at that point. We're not together. I don't do them in every stream, but yeah, I have come back and I have done. Um, I have done some, but you just have to try to catch me when I'm doing them. For right now, now I might come back later and do some. Once I get off of this stream, which I don't know when that's gonna be because I practically just started this one. But yeah, I do those sometimes. I did some yesterday. Um, but I'm just kind of starting to get back into being on YouTube consistently. So, um, well, not even well, live streams consistently at least because I'm not posting anything really. It's on YouTube. Okay, month of July. For me, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Now, if we were broken up, yeah, but at that point, if we're gonna go, for me in my situation, we're actually together. So if me and him were to go a month, that would be like beyond weird. But only yeah, it ain't no point because me and him will just end up right back together. We have been together. At one point, we were separated, but that was several years ago. We stayed involved with each other for the most part, but we never made it official again until like summer 2022, but we've practically been together for what would it be 12 years this year? But we are already decided on, we already know it'll be a problem if me and him do separate and he gets involved with somebody else, or if I get involved with somebody else. It's going to be a problem. We've accepted that. We've kind of talked about that. So it's like it's no point in ruining other people's lives, because we already know we're going to end up right back together or dealing with each other. We're probably not going to stop. So for me, because I already know what I want him. And for the most part, I'm sure that he wants me. But like I said, you never know what can happen. A lot can happen in a matter of time. So should we go our separate ways again? I already know our situation, so me and it just wouldn't. It's not gonna go over well to get involved with other people, because we're so. I don't know how to. We're so connected, and I know that if either one of us were to get with somebody else, even today, the person's time is going to get wasted, and they're going to get hurt on top of that, because I can't leave him alone and he can't leave me alone. And again, that's something that we kind of accepted, and that's why we're back together now. So I'm back. Did my back hurt? I'm trying to think. If my back did hurt, I'm not even going to say it was unrelated. I have had back issues, yes, like crawling on the floor back issues, but I can't recall if my back was hurting when I had with my gallbladder issues. I really didn't have a whole lot of pain. That's what made it weird to the doctors and stuff. um I don't know. I want to say it was, but I think I had not only the gallbladder issue, but I had a lot of other issues along that were separated from that. Um like even my I think I don't know, because even my cycle was weird around that time, to the point where eventually I started thinking that I was pregnant, and it lined up with, at the time, me and my boyfriend and the person I was talking about a second ago, it aligned with, at the time when the last time we had did anything, at that time it made perfect sense. And I was like, okay, now we have been pregnant before, but I miscarried the first time. But since then, I've had a lot of scares where I thought I was pregnant again, but it's always either been false positives or I just wasn't, but July, let's see. But yeah, um, I think I think I may have had a little bit of a back issue, but I don't think it was related to my gallbladder though, even though I did have a gallbladder problem at that time. Um, like I had so many issues to the point where, because again, they were testing me for a lot of stuff. They didn't find out gallbladder until after a million tests later. I got tested for pregnancy a million times. They tested my hormone levels because my cycle was messed up around that time too. Um, I don't think they tested me for HIV but they did ask me, was it a possibility if I had it? Um, Girl, I was so sick. I thought I was out of here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out like my main symptom again was just not being able to keep food down. Eventually, of course, when I as I kept trying to do so, eventually I was able to. Um, but they didn't take my gallbladder out until months later because according to them my case was not extreme enough for them to go ahead and take it out right away, which led me to be sick for months. They took it out, I think August. I started getting sick in May and they took it out like early August. And after they did take it out, I did have lingering symptoms, and I think it's because they sat there and they waited too long to take it out. So after my gallbladder, I still had the like the excess saliva, which made them test me for diabetes because that is one of the top symptoms for that. I thought I felt something on me. Top symptoms for excess saliva, but it was just a part of my gallbladder stuff. Um, that kept going on even after my gallbladder for a while. Eventually, I got completely back to normal, but even after my gallbladder, I was keeping food down, but I definitely still felt like very nauseated and stuff like that. But again, for me, I feel like it was because they took too long to get mine out. So I just, and also with as long as it's not too bad, it could have healed on its own to the point where they wouldn't have had to take it out. But I I couldn't deal with the symptoms, and my symptoms were too consistent. And I was sick until they took it out, and then even after they took it out, I stayed sick for a little bit too. So yeah, what is this? Okay. Let's see. I do not understand why I keep getting logged out of this app. But yeah, I just remember everything coming back. Like, in their words, I was literally like as healthy as a horse. So for me to have been like sick the way that I was, it just wasn't making sense to them. Um, but eventually, that's what they found: gallstones. And I believe I was lasered. I wasn't cut. I was lasered open. From what I can remember on my, and that was so long ago, but on my documents, I believe I was lasered. I just, do people not like read? I literally have this in the post. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I have this in the post. In the post, people. Let me make sure because maybe I skipped it, but I'm pretty sure that I put it in the post. I don't know. Kind of confused as to what's so confusing about the term self-interpreted. Like, I don't I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything myself, but I feel like that's self-explanatory though. I guess maybe I have to use self-explanatory instead of self-interpreted cuz I do get people asking me that all the time, what they self-interpreted. I don't know. Um cuz interpreted means giving a meaning behind something. So if you put self with it, that means it'll be up to your own interpretation, which means that you're putting the meaning behind it. So that I just don't understand why people have a hard time putting that together. And yes, I do have it on the post. So like I literally have the meaning of self-interpreted. Okay. Okay. So I did keep her cards out for a while, but I think she's not even in here anymore. So, or I'm not sure actually, but put those back up. Okay. I do have other readings available, y'all. However, I just highlighted that one because that is something that I'm doing for the weekend only with the 8 messages for 888. I don't know if that's going to be every weekend, like I said, but it will at least be for this weekend. Okay, so I will be right back. I have to put my phone, my work phone, on the charger because I keep coming on here and not charging it up for some reason. And then it's on 3%. So I'll be right back. Okay, so that's been put on the charger. And the good news is my head is not hurting anymore. I think I may have just gotten too hot. That's probably why it was hurting in the first place. But I am good now. I have been pretty much drinking water all day, so but sometimes it's not enough drinking water. All right. Let me see the messages here. Alrighty. Yeah, there's more so positive messages than you have neutral. There's none really that are just plain negative. What I mean by negative is I don't mean like I don't want to like hurt people, but I want to be honest in my readings, and I feel like I can't be 100% honest when I'm using cards that are only like that only want to sugarcoat everything. So most of the decks I do have in my collection, including the love message decks, they are, again, I try to stray away from decks that are like overly sappy, I guess you can say. But yeah. So in this particular deck that I'm using for these messages, for the 888 special, they're more so neutral and positive. But there's a lot of room for your intuition in this particular deck also. So because there are some cards with just one keyword on it, but most of them have messages. Mm, yeah. Okay. And I wasn't actually going to go through all the cards in this deck. Normally, I do go through all the cards in whatever decks I'm using. But this time around, I wasn't going to do that. And now I'm doing it. So let's see. Okay. All right. So those are shuffled. I have been up since 10 something, so that's probably why I'm yawning. Or was it 9? No, it was 9 something. I think 8 or 9 something. And don't forget, y'all, I do have sage kits available in my Etsy shop. And I have my Oracle decks available as well. I'm running low on stock of Villains Galore Oracle Volume 3 because I do actually keep that one at home. The other ones are drop ship. So the only one that I keep in stock now is Villains Galore Oracle Volume 3. And I think I have like maybe 4 more of those left. I will order more, but it will take a while for those shipments to come in once I do order them. So might want to get on it now while I have a few left if you don't want to wait too long. And then I also have readings available on there as well. Oh my God. I spelled that wrong, but oh well. Okay. So I think unless I get some more people, I'll get off of here once it says 2 hours and then rest and maybe come back later. If not today or tonight, it may be tomorrow. But Hello, how are you? I was on another tab. It is going pretty good for the most part. I had a headache not long ago, but it's better now. But other than that, I am okay. Just trying to stay cool. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's one of those days where, like, usually a fan would be like, it'll get the job done, but it's one of those days where it's not even doing it. Like, there are air conditioners, but I try not to um, run those too much because it'll just increase the electricity bill. But like if I get like too hot, I definitely will turn it on eventually. Um, I think I think that one is on, but the door is open. That's probably why there's nothing coming in here. Um, Air circulating, but yeah, I think that one is on. I need to turn it off. There was a AC unit, but that um we've had problems with it. Eventually we were getting around to getting it fixed finally, but for some reason the people never fix it. They say they'll fix it and then they never come back for whatever reason. So we eventually just settled for air conditioners until one of these days we might finally get that fixed, but right now it was just cheaper to get the air conditioners. So I think I'll get off probably in about 10 minutes, and I might get back on later. I might not, I'm not sure exactly, but if I do come back on, it'll probably be like a few hours once I do get off. I mean, I don't really have anything to do at the moment, um, but I'm just going to take a break. Um, I told April and Maria you were live. I have not. I've seen April around, but I have not seen Maria in a long time. Hmm. Are we talk? We are talking about the same Maria, right? Pretty sure we're talking about the same one. I guess. I know April. She's been sending me or sharing other people's lives with me. By the time I see that, y'all, it'd be too late. But I'll try to catch them. Um, I don't know. I'll try. But usually by the time I see them, like the live streams are over. Okay, these are all upside down. And thank you for telling them that I am live. Now, I'm not at the moment doing free messages, but I will. And I know you've been sending me some too, live streams to look at. And a lot of the time, y'all, and I think I explained this, but a lot of the time when y'all are sending me those, like I am half sleep with my phone in my hand. If it's not in my hand, it's I'm falling on the floor because I'm trying to hold on to it while I'm asleep. Um, I have heard that it's not really good to sleep right by your devices, but I keep mine nearby for emergencies just in case, I get a call or something, especially now with things that are going on. I definitely need to keep it by me. Um, so, so I'm either falling asleep with it in my hand or I have it sitting next to me somewhere when I'm sleeping. I want to make some cookies, but I want to make cookies and cream cookies, and I don't have any Oreos or white chocolate, uh, white chocolate Hershey bars or white chocolate chips. So those are the ones I want to make because I have not made those before yet, but I know how I want to make them. Um, I got everything else, I just don't have the white chocolate. So I guess I will settle for. I think I have some vanilla. I think I'm gonna do vanilla, maybe either plain vanilla or my favorite is the lemon ones that I make, but I don't. I'm kind of getting tired of those, so I kind of want to. I might have to just wait till I go to the store and get the stuff for the cookies and cream one, because that's what I really, really want. The lemon ones I do have available on my Etsy shop, y'all. By the way, I don't sell them individually though. I sell them by the dozen. I've heard of that. I think I've tried those, but I can't remember what they taste like. I really want a good old chocolate chip cookie, but again, the ones that I want to make, I don't have the ingredients for. Um, I kind of just want to like buy chocolate chip cookies already made. I don't want to. I haven't perfected a chocolate chip cookie recipe, like just the classic chocolate chip cookie. Um, so I think I might like order me some like on Etsy or something. Somebody already making them for me. Um, yes, those are the lemon ones. If you want to, you can exchange. You just need to let me know. You can say, hey, get this whole. I don't want lemon. Can you do vanilla? Hey, I don't want that. Can you do chocolate? Can you do orange? Um, yeah, you can exchange it. Well, I might have to make different listings for some of them because some of them I'm using extra ingredients. So they'll be a bit pricier. But the lemon ones is just lemon. I don't add any frosting or anything to those. I don't add chocolate chips or anything. Just plain lemon cookies, and they are good. You really don't need icing because they're already sweet by themselves, but they are thick. So I would definitely encourage you to either have some milk on hand or some water if you can't, handle it. But they are good. Yes. I'm trying to do orange cream or like orange like creamsicle type of flavor, but the issue with that is the ingredient I need for that. They're selling that everywhere for an arm and a leg, so I might not be able to. The way that I make my cookies, it's a certain ingredient that I use, um, and it they're selling it again not at a very reasonable price. So I have to maybe go a different route for orange. But yes, the lemon ones are. Um, I do have those on my Etsy shop. I haven't added any other flavors, but like if you just want a plain flavor without anything added to it, like chocolate chips or anything extra candy or anything like that, you can exchange the lemon for any other just plain flavor. You just need to let me know. Um, I haven't really figured out pricing for an individual cookie, and I feel like I won't really make any money doing them doing them individually. So I sell them by the dozen. So if you do place an order, you'll be getting 12 cookies. Um, they are usually pretty big too. That's another thing, but um, I'm trying to work on maybe making them just a little bit smaller or at least thinner because um, I would have to make more dough. It's using more dough than is needed. So, for example, again, I'm selling them by the dozen, and one batch I only make like maybe 4 or 5 cookies, and then I have to make another batch to, make up for the full 12. So I'm probably gonna have to make the size just a little bit smaller per cookie. Um, I do have that on my candy shop also on Etsy, so you may not find if you prefer to order it there, you can too. And that's Sweet Treats Galore 9 on Etsy, or again, you can find the lemon cookies available on my Etsy shop, the Psychic Etsy shop. I'm trying to see if I can find the link so I can put it in here, but I didn't see it. Well, okay, there it is. Because when I say they're good. I've just kind of gotten tired of them because that's the only ones that I eat most of the time. So, but they are good, and they are soft, and they should arrive to you soft. They are soft and chewy. They are on the outside. There's a little bit of crisp, but it's not like crunchy. And again, it's mostly just soft, crispy edges. There is the link for those if anybody wants to look at it. I didn't want to overwhelm myself, so that's the only reason why I just only added one flavor on there. Um, Eventually, I will put the others on there. But again, if it's just plain and I make that particular flavor and you don't see it, you can ask me to make them. You can put in a request for those. So right now, I just offer chocolate, lemon, and vanilla. I just don't have anything listed except vanilla for right now. But again, you can exchange it. You can exchange it. The vanilla basically tastes like a sugar cookie, basically. Oh. And then I do still have the sage kits also. Um, and again, with the sage kit, you are getting a chakra sage wand, um, crystals, which are they're specific crystals that I've chosen. They're not just random. You're getting a specific type of crystal and stones. that have personally brought me prosperity into my life. So I'm putting those in there. And you're also going to get um, a handmade protection bracelet. They're all going to be random, meaning, yes, they all are going to aid in protection and helping you, not attract negative energy. But again, they're not all going to look the same. So every customer may have a different bracelet, but it is still going to aid in protecting you. Um, and the instruction manual of how to use sage should be there as well. Now, the sage that I bought from the company that I bought them from, they don't include an instruction booklet for each sage wand because they sell three to a box, so there's only one in those boxes. Um, in each box, I bought like what 10. I bought No, I think I bought like 6 or 7 of them, and they came three to a box. And again, they only added one of those instruction manuals um, per box, not per sage wand. So some of you will get the actual booklet, and some of you I would have to take a photo of it and send it to you. But I'm pretty sure the first few that I send, you will definitely get the actual pamphlet. It's not a book, but a pamphlet. And oh yeah, and an intention card. So basically, I pull an oracle card for you. Now, I always said that I wouldn't really intentionally buy knockoff oracle cards, but I did for this case for the Sage kit. So I tune into your energy once you buy that Sage kit, and I will pull a card for you. And that card is basically going to be maybe something you can focus in on while you are saging whatever environment you are in, or just like something that you can uh, utilize for your life. Um, so, for example, you may get a card that says inspiration. So, that could be something you focus in on when you are saging, or again, just simply maybe a message you needed to hear at the time you bought the sage. And then that's it. And then, of course, there's readings available on my Etsy shop and all of that. So, I have also one more thing, but I don't know if I'm going to actually put it on my metaphysical Etsy shop. Um, by metaphysical, I mean, my oracle cards, the readings, the sage, all the spiritual stuff. Um, Completely understandable. So no worries. Take your time. I'm sure by the time you get ready for it, I will still have all of it. So um, I get more sales on my readings than I do physical items. So it'll probably still be there. So take your time. And if ever you want something there and you feel like it's not going to be there, just hit me up and I will put it back. I will reserve it for you. Just let me know. But okay. So there is one more thing. This is something that like I was putting on my other Etsy shops. Um, They're called like beauty scoops. Now I don't like do makeup or anything like that. Like I do lip gloss and stuff like that, but I don't do I don't even wear foundation or anything myself. So I feel like I shouldn't be selling it if I don't use it myself. Um, I have like a ton of stuff like lip gloss, and no, these are not personal items that I use myself. As far as like I didn't use it and then decided that I didn't want it anymore or anything like that. These are things that are not open, they have not been used, they've been sitting in a room for like maybe like a year now. And eventually I was selling these things individually, but they never sold. Eventually, aside from one order, every I get orders, but it don't matter on what shop. Most of the time for the physical items, they are for people outside of the US, and I don't ship out that far. So, and that's due to shipping costs. But um but yeah, I originally was selling this stuff individually, and because it never sold, one day I just put it all in one bin. So there's lip gloss in there, there's eyelashes, there's um like wristlets, bracelets that I made, a lot of different things, makeup brushes, a lot of things. So I put it all together in like one basket, and it is a lot of stuff. And I don't know if you guys have heard of like Lucky Scoops or anything like that, but that's what I turned it into. I eventually bought a scoop that disappeared, so I did buy another one recently. I took that off of one of my shops, and I just gave up on that, and I just put it back on one of my other shops a couple nights ago, and trying to resell it now. And I bought some new things to go in it to add to it. So yeah, you can get there's a mini scoop, a large, medium, and small. Yes, you would think medium and small is the same thing, but it's not in this case. So a mini would be like 5 to 7 items. Um, you may even get more, but the minimum will be 5 to 7. And then the small is like I think I did like 10 plus, and then medium would be I think 15 plus, and then large. Oh yeah, and then I did extra large too. But yeah, and yeah, so you just order it. I do the scoop for you, and you'll get it shipped out. You don't know what you're getting. It's like a mystery thing. So you do know that you are getting beauty products. Um, Not again, I don't do like foundation or anything like that. The most I personally wear myself actually is just lip gloss. Um, every blue moon I might put on eyeshadow, but that's it. And I mean every blue moon. Um, I feel like I got too much stuff on my main Etsy shop, which is Gifted Soul Etsy shop. So I may not put it on there, but if anybody is interested in those scoops and you're listening to this live stream or you're watching the replay, just email me or hit me up somewhere, and I will either give you the link or I will send you an invoice for it. Because I don't want to put it on, I'm not going to put it on my every shop because that's just too much. But and I do got new items that I'm adding to it. I have again, it was already a bunch of stuff. Oh, and there's press on nails in there too. I bought a boatload of those that I was selling individually, but I said I'm gonna put it in this lucky scoop thing. And yeah, So there's press on nails. I did put some nail files in there. There's like I said, there's bracelets and jewelry. Most of the jewelry I made it myself. Um, I did put nail glue in there since I did add and press on nails. And yeah, I got some more lip gloss on the way to add to it. I have lip balm to go into it. I did purchase some eyelashes to go in it. Again, I don't even wear eyelashes myself, but other people do, and I know they do, and that's great. But I just don't like dealing with all that stuff. But it's a business move, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, Again, a lot of lip gloss. I'm not gonna say everything because I want y'all to be surprised, but yeah, if anybody ever wants that, just send me an email or hit me up on wherever you can find me, and I will send you an invoice for it. You would just need to let me know what size scoop you want, your address, and yeah, send your payment, and that would be it. I would link it, but that particular Etsy shop, I actually have half of my real name in it, so I'm hesitant of sending that because but because that was a completely separate business from this business, from my readings and stuff. Um, I did also. Had I was going to do crystal scoops. So if I do add scoops to Psychic Gifted Soul Etsy shop, it will be crystals. I could do that, but right now I feel like I'm adding too much stuff, so I'm just gonna slow down on that. But um, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Um, I don't know. I guess like I was watching TikTok. This girl on TikTok, and her brand is Lucky Girl Scoops. Now I had already knew about this prior to me discovering her, because again I turned this into a Lucky Scoop bin like over a year ago, and I really didn't give it a fair chance, to be honest. I didn't. I, that's probably why I didn't sell. I didn't leave it up long enough. Um, but she made me think about it again. Like I went to her and saw it, and she put my mind back on it. I was like, hmm. And guess what? That night, I it's the inspiration for me. Like that night, I went in the room where that stuff was at, and I some of it I did have to throw away because the lip gloss, like there were punctures in some of them, so I did have to throw not a whole lot away. I had to throw away some of the lip glosses and like the lotions and stuff that were in there, but I still was left with a lot. And then since then, I've bought other products that I just added to it, which again is like the nail glue, the files, the press on nails, all of that. And yeah, so I was watching her, and it put my mind back on it, and I literally went in there. I boxed up everything that I could. Right now it's in a box. I'm having to get a different tote, like another basket for it. Um, but it's pretty full with everything that I was left with. It actually is a very decent amount of items. And also I have hand sanitizer in mine as well. I bought bulk hand sanitizer over a year ago. I was going to sell it individually, but the post office lady that we had at the time, um, she was telling me that I couldn't ship. Well, I could, but I wouldn't be able to ship it a certain way. The way that I would be able to ship hand sanitizer, it would have costed me more money than I was willing to put out. So um, I wasn't going to make a profit from that. So I just ended up just letting go of that. Basically, that is a highly flammable product. So, unfortunately, there's only one way you can ship that, and it has to be, I think, ground shipping. And it depends on the weight of the package. I'm doing ground shipping now, but if it's like perishable or like something again highly flammable, it is going to cost you a little bit more to ship it out. So I just decided to take the hand sanitizer off of that site, off of that shop too. But I did add it to the Lucky Scoop thing. Um, yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. And I think I'm gonna not like buy anything for a while because I got so much stuff that I already need to get rid of. And I'm thinking this stuff was gonna like sell pretty quickly, and I got boxes of stuff. And eventually, I do get a sale here and there for the physical items, but it's just not consistent enough. Um, like eventually, on my spiritual shop on Etsy, it's some stuff that I need to take off of there. Honestly, like the mystery 3 card spread sticker pack. That's a physical item because I am having to. You're paying for listings on Etsy, so I'm not going to keep paying for them if they're not selling. So if that doesn't sell anytime soon, I'm going to eventually take that off. And yeah, and the spiritual necklaces, like the 1111 necklaces I have in my shop, I don't even know where the box of those are. So I need to take those off until I know what room they're in, but like it's very unorganized, so it's hard to find it. Um, I think I might do a metaphysical spiritual being or basket scoop, whatever thingy, once I do find those. It is 8:05. Yeah, I think if I when I locate those, I'll just make a whole. I'll just make one separate for this shop, and it'll just be spiritual stuff. Okay. And I do still plan on doing a giveaway. I still just have not figured out what I want to give away. It's in between a reading or maybe like I might give away a sage kit. I'm not sure. I might give you guys a choice. Like whenever it's time, like whenever a winner is picked, um, I will contact them and ask them if that's what they want. They either want that or a reading or whatever else that I'll have for them to choose from. But just stay tuned and keep an eye out for a community tab post and maybe a video in the future of me giving you details on how to participate. Um, you will get admission into that, of course, for free for the giveaway. But if you feel like you want like more than one ticket, you are more than welcome to send a donation. But you know, I mean, if you want more than one ticket, but you will get uh, one entry. Everybody gets for free. So um, that I do know. Okay. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I should get off and then come back in a couple hours. Hmm. So I think I am going to go ahead and get off, but If I'm not back in at least 2 to 3 hours, then you can expect me back sometime Sunday. Um, um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So if not in a few hours, probably Sunday. Depends on how much sleep I get. It may be in the morning or it may be in the afternoon. Um, but I enjoyed talking to y'all, and thank you to those that donated and for all of you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I will see y'all tonight or tomorrow. Take care.